Hi there everyone, your Power Al here with another vlog. So I'm going to be opening this that I got in the mail. I'd probably say a few days to a week ago, just I've been a little bit busy and have not had the time to open this. And this is going to be a little bit of a niche thing, so allow me to back up with why I got this thing in the first place. But at some point in 2022, I ended up watching the original Beyblade series with my friend Angelo. We watched all the way up until the middle of last year, I want to say. And it was fun watching through all 3 seasons of the, I think there's like, at this point, 4 generations of Beyblade? I think? I don't know, but I have, since like we finished watching the original series, it was Season 1, and then Beyblade V-Force, and then G-Revolution. We watched through it some, but ever since then, I've had like this, I guess, desire to finish a collection of mine. So I have a good number of my childhood Beyblades still with me, and among them, my favorite line is the Dragoon line. It's the line of Beyblades that is used by the main character, Tyson Granger. He's not my favorite character. I think that would have to probably go to Kai. But Tyson's line of Beyblades was my favorite. And I was pretty much missing only one Dragoon Beyblade that he had. I can pull them up right now. So this box has all my old childhood Beyblades. Very old. I might get like a different box to display them in or something, but yeah, so out of the Dragoon line, I have this Dragoon Grip Attacker. I have Dragoon Storm. Dragoon Phantom, which is actually my original, or not my original, but this was the first Beyblade I ever owned. I don't have the one that I bought as a kid originally. This one I ended up getting later on down the line because the other one I think broke or something. Dragoon V, then Dragoon V2, then I have the RC version of it somewhere. It's not in this box. Dragoon G, then Dragoon GT. This feels really weird just showing off like a bunch of old oh, there it is. Yeah, I do have the remote controlled Dragoon V2. And then I also like for the longest time I didn't have this, but I do have it's upside down actually, Dragoon MS in a box. I mean, I opened it and everything, but yeah. So I actually got this at a garage sale for much cheaper than it's worth, so I have that. But since I wanted to keep this in its box, I wanted a copy to have out of the box, so this is partially where the story comes in. So online, there is someone on Etsy that makes 3D printed Beyblades, and I ended up getting a copy of Dragoon MS just to have out of the box as part of the collection, even though I'm not really going to use it. And for a 3D printed Beyblade, it's actually pretty nice quality, and I actually did end up getting something else, which is just because I really like their products. And then that's where this comes in, not counting that, because the other one I don't want to really talk about that, because that's a surprise for someone else. But this is the last line in the Dragoon line, or last Beyblade in the Dragoon line. This is Dragoon MSUV inside here. And the reason why I got a 3D printed version of it instead of like an official release of it is because for some reason Beyblades can get expensive, especially like from the HMS line, like Dragoon MS or MSUV in particular. There's others. I got into like this rabbit hole where I was just looking up like Beyblade stuff. But yeah, So, now it's going to be nice having something to complete the collection, and if this is as good, like, of quality as the other, like, the Dragoon MS I got from BenchBlade, then this is bound to be, like, pretty good quality, and I'm really excited for that. So, well, that's neat. Gotta be careful. So right out the package, BenchBlade has like their own custom thing, so that's pretty cool. Right there's like where you can find BenchBlade. So I don't know if you're interested in the original generation of Beyblades. I think BenchBlade also does some stuff from the other generations, and there's actually like full metal products that BenchBlade does as well. I'm not gonna get those. I don't really have a particular interest in those. But yeah. Also, I'm kind of lying. This is the last Dragoon Beyblade that Tyson has in the anime. I believe in the manga, he gets one more upgrade, which is Dragoon MF, which I might get in the future because I think BenchBlade also has that in their store. But yeah, so this is it. A sticker sheet and then the parts. Gosh, I was so into Beyblade as a kid. Like, I got into it when I was in 2nd grade, so like 2001, 2002, thanks to my friend Matt. And although Dragoon although Dragoon F was like my first like regular Beyblade that I own, the one that I had before this was like a huge like light up Dronzer F. But yeah, so here are what the parts look like by themselves individually. There's 4 parts in the HMS line. So the original generation of Beyblade starts with like basically something like this, and then which is comprised of multiple parts, far more than the HMS line, where they simplified things but also made them smaller and there's more metal involved. But I've always had like this weird fascination with the HMS line, probably because like they were hard to come by as a kid. But yeah, there we go. So this part right here, this is the running core. Then we have the weight disc, and then the attack ring, and then this is what goes over that and locks everything in place. This is the bit protector, and then the stickers go here. I'm probably just gonna stick with the like art of Dragoon instead of this like stylized Dragoon emblem, just because I think it looks cooler. But yeah, sticker time. Also, let me show you how all these parts go together. So you take the running core, take the weight disc, put it over that. Then you take the attack ring. Then you take the bit protector, and then you just take the launcher, twist it in place. There you go. That's the Beyblade. But stickers definitely are gonna have to be applied to this, and I'm not gonna do like a test launch or anything, just because I don't really have, like, my floor is carpeted, so wouldn't really work well, and I don't have like a Beyblade stadium to go with this. But yeah, let me just quickly apply these stickers. Okay, so stickers have been applied, and I'm going to be honest here. I only used a little bit of the stickers that BenchBlade provided. I used the sticker for the running core, and then like the 4 little eye stickers that go on like the edges of the attack ring. Those were a pain to apply. But the only reason I did that is because I did order a sticker sheet from a user that goes by TailorBlade, Tailor. And I ordered this just because I saw, I believe it was an Ilinuk video, I think that's how you pronounce their username, and they recommended TailorBlade's stickers, so I did order one, and I was given a little bonus of like other stickers here for like Dragoon MS, and then Dronzer and Black Dronzer MS, which I'm never gonna use if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with these stickers that BenchBlade provided. It's just, I don't know, the slight differences that were shown in TailorBlade stickers, I prefer just a little bit more. But yeah, so sticker applied to the running core. So let me do that. Let's assemble this. Weight disc goes right there. And then the attack ring itself goes right there. And then, last but not least, the sticker depicting Dragoon MSUV. I find it interesting that they made a whole Beyblade for this, since it only shows up in the very last episode of Beyblade G Revolution. But apparently, this is actually a really good Beyblade as it is, so yeah. And there it is. Dragoon MSUV. Really cool. Now that I have finished at least the anime Dragoon collection. And, I mean, fits in the launcher just fine. I have a little ripcord here. This is the ripcord and launcher that came with Dragoon MS in the box. But yeah, I'm not gonna launch this on myself. That would probably be a little bit painful. But again, the HMS Beyblades. Oof. The HMS Beyblades were just so cool. So just for like a little size comparison, this is Dragoon GT. This is the Beyblade that Tyson used right before upgrading to Dragoon MS. Look how tiny that is compared to it. Tiny fella. But when the anime like brought forward like the HMS Beyblades, I just thought it was really neat as a kid. It's like, oh, can't wait to have that, but it was really hard to find Dragoon MS in stores, so I never ended up getting that until I ended up coming across it in like a yard sale that someone was doing. I think I said auction earlier. It wasn't an auction. It was a yard sale. I'm trying to like remember like what I said like in the previous clips. But yeah, it was a yard sale that I came across it, and it was like super cheap, and it's like, oh, don't have that. This was back in like 2013 when I found Dragoon MS. But yeah. And here's the height difference. Don't ask why I have the like magnetic weight disc on Dragoon GT, because it's not really good. It's like a super light one, but I mean, it was black and cool looking, but yeah, it's tinier, just overall a smaller Beyblade, but because like there's more metal involved, I think the HMS Beyblades are around the same weight or a little bit heavier than the original like Beyblades that came before it, like with Dragoon F. So like they have more of a punch to them. But yeah, I really only got this just to complete the collection. I don't plan to use this in any sort of capacity. I might do like a launch for fun, maybe. But yeah, it's really cool to have this in the collection because the original Beyblade series was very near and dear to my heart as a kid, and rewatching through it as an adult, like watching through it sub, getting like a different look into it than how it was presented in the dub. I just really liked, and I've seen the dub like a couple of times after like the dub ended, but yeah, it's just one of those things that I really adored as a child, and it's stuck with me as a kid. And like, there's a part of me that wants to get into the new Beyblade generation, Beyblade X. I think that's the fourth one, fifth or fourth. I think it's the fourth one. And a part of me is like, that seems kind of neat, but I don't know. Could be a neat little hobby for me to delve into for a little bit, but yeah. I think the most expensive HMS Beyblade is it Wallborg MS, or is that like the best just by itself without customizing it? I think Wallborg MS is like one of the best, but I don't think that's the most expensive. It might be up there in terms of expensiveness. I know Dragoon MSUV is also very expensive, so getting it for a fraction of the price through BenchBlade, way more recommended. But yeah, Beyblades are cool. That's all I really have to say. And like, I have some like other accessories. I have, like, aside from the Beyblade itself, I have the HMS grip, and I have like the regular launcher grip somewhere. But yeah, I was really into collecting Beyblades as a kid, so it was something I really, really liked. It's a shame that like the HMS Beyblade series, in terms of like the toy line, kind of like killed the first generation. But like, that's like when it started to fall off in popularity. But yeah, this grip is neat. That goes there, and then I don't know if this grip like helps, but it looks cool at the very least. Kind of dorky, but oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna end it off here. Talk Beyblade, I guess. Talk about the anime or the manga, or even if like you like the newer things that I never really got into. I watched the first like couple of episodes of the second generation of Beyblade when that came out, Metal Fight. I think that's what it's called. Is it Metal Fight or Metal Fusion? I think it's Metal Fight, because like when that came out in Japan originally, I was like, oh, it's been a few years since Beyblade came out. I want to see what this is about, and then I just never kept up with it because I was like, But yeah, still a little cool toy that has persisted throughout the years. So yeah. Anyways, talk Beyblade. Talk what your favorite is, even if it's one from like a later generation that I won't know. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna end off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time for another vlog. And I'm gonna have links in the description to both BenchBlade and TaylorBlade's storefronts, so check those out if you are interested in this in any capacity. But yeah, see you all next time for another vlog. Later.